Welcome to the darkness.
Woo! Look at you, Celeste. Oh, wait a minute. You're muted. I got you.
There we go.
Yeah. Ladies, you look amazing. Welcome, everybody, to our live Halloween show.
Woohoo.
You look amazing, everybody.
Yeah,
Susie,
and so do you.
Susie looks like she's going to kick her ass.
Susie looks like something the cat drug in from the cemetery.
Oh, you know what I think of is like if you've ever seen like Suicide Squad. I think the character is like Enchantress, and like she has like the dark eyes, and she's like flowy, and she's scantily clad, so that's like the difference, really. But it's like same vibe, super cool.
She's my Norse ancestor.
Did you use like the military blackout?
Just black eyeshadow.
Just black eyeshadow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I have, you can't see them, but I have tattoos on right here. So anyway, I didn't get that creative. Tomorrow night it'll be something. Just saying. Y'all gotta join tomorrow night because you gotta see our costumes, if nothing else.
You better take pictures.
Yeah. So, and tomorrow, oh, just by the way, FYI, tomorrow night, we have a guest who worked in a very, very haunted location here who's going to be on our show tomorrow night. So y'all got to tune into that. Hey, Mud Lover. Hey, Pac-Man. Yeah. So ladies, what are we talking about tonight? While we wait for readings to come in?
So we have a lot of information. So we're just going to kind of throw in bits and bobs here and there in between readings and questions. But we're going to start with the origins of Halloween. Hi, Max. Yes. And so you guys help me with the pronunciation because like I watched a bunch of stuff and I read a bunch of stuff, and like the way that the original Halloween, you know, the festival, the Celtic festival is like spelled is not yes. Yeah. Samhain.
That's Gaelic. It's crazy language.
Right. And so I was like, I mean, they have names like Siobhan and like stuff like that that's spelled like with a gazillion letters. But yeah, I'm glad I have you gals to help me with the proper pronunciation. Okay, so we're going to talk about Samhain. So that's about 2,000-ish years ago. It's an ancient Celtic festival. It's celebrated on October 31st. But for the Celts who live in what's now Ireland, the UK, and northern France, this night marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter. So it's kind of like a time that they associated with like death and the supernatural. And that kind of goes across like a few other like planes. Yeah, and so yeah, and anyone totally ask for a reading at any time. We're just going to be chit-chatting and discussing like in between readings. But like it's kind of like with Day of the Dead or Dia de los Muertos to people who live in Mexico, where they do something very, very similar. They celebrate it around Halloween. It's where they honor their ancestors. That flame between like life and death, you know, fades essentially, and the dead are able to like come and be a part of your life for that day. But what the Celts believed in the origin, that on this night, the veil between the living and the dead grew thin, allowing spirits to return to the world of the living. To protect themselves, people lit bonfires, wore disguises, and offered food to wandering ghosts. So that's kind of like where the roots of our modern like Halloween traditions like come from. So I mean, we're all disguised, all of us today, and and we will be on Halloween as well. And then the food gifts are candy now. Like things have to be modernized. Everything changes, especially like Christmas. That's totally different. But it's kind of interesting, like how things originate, and they really come from like a paranormal place or a spiritual place, or a place of superstition, and then they kind of like evolve into what some people would like reference as like consumer holidays.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still a way of like remembering and like honoring, as long as you're learning about it. So super cool.
Totally love the holiday. I think this is the best time of the year.
It really is. It really is. It's before things get too cold and everyone has fun. And go ahead.
Jess and I last night went up to the Rose Cemetery in Idaho Falls on our way to meet the Channel 8 News kind of, and we were up there, and there were two different groups. One gal, all set of gals were all in their black robes and hats like this, and getting pictures with all the leaves in the cemetery, and it was really, really cool. The other girls were all kind of vamped out in very short skirts, and they were made up, like really made up. And both sets on different sides of the cemetery were having a blast. They were having a blast, and I just love seeing that. It was so much fun to watch these people have so much fun with it. Yeah.
Yes.
I've got 2 weddings at the cemetery on Friday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
At the
That's
Rose Cemetery?
amazing.
at our cemetery by ISU.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This one was the one that has werewolf. The two.
Yeah, the one in Idaho Falls is really
Yes.
cool.
Boy, it is neat. So
That
anyway,
one has werewolf, is in Rose Hill Cemetery.
yeah.
Used to have the knocking grave, but they fixed that as well. I used to scare kids in there when I was a kid. I'd be up in the tree above the tomb, and my brother would have these kids come into the cemetery, his little buddies and stuff like that, tell the story of the knocking grave, have them hit it, and it would knock back, and I would jump out of the tree and scream at them, and it was hilarious. I loved it. Used to play hide go seek in that cemetery all the time.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
I love this time of the year because we can have fun. We can cut loose. You can be any age and cut loose and have fun and wear the costumes and wear the makeup. Yep. And Susie, you don't even look like you. You look so creepy. You
I'm
look
channeling my inner warrior, so
you
watch
look
out.
like you're gonna kick our butts, man.
Yeah, you look
So
awesome.
this
for
is
real.
what's on the inside, underneath that nice shiny.
Oh, I was gonna say the long hair is what gets me every time because you're just so
yeah. If you took off your wig, maybe I
normally,
could
and now
deal
I'm
with
like,
it, but-
you got the futzy hair like me, woman.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, everyone
All
looks
right.
great. Okay, well, I gotta ask. So let's see. You're a Viking warrior, right, Susie?
Mhm.
Okay, that's incredible. We have a witch. Celeste, what are we
I don't
being?
know.
I'm
I'm being
a badass.
I'm being, I don't know, witch, gypsy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of names. I'm trying to think what the one is that's part of the Norse tradition. Was her one year and had the striped eyes.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, I can't think
Yeah.
what it's called, but it's
Yeah.
basically a seer, like an oracle kind of person.
Nice.
I
And
love
McKenna's the sun in the
I'm the sun.
universe. I just love that. Did
It
the
just
kids help you with the planets? and
they
all that?
did. Yeah, they did. They helped me, and they helped me stick the stars on too.
And UFO.
And is that an alien ship?
It
I
is
know.
an alien
That is
ship.
awesome.
Could not have an alien ship.
Oh my god.
Everything
I
has to
know.
become a craft in my house. Okay,
All
back to the Celts.
Yeah.
Okay,
Back to the
so Right. And so we're going to kind of delve a little bit more into, as things changed. So when Christianity, which changes everything, spread through Celtic lands, the church tried to replace Samhain with All Saints' Day or All Hallows' Day. Some people say All Hallows' Eve, honoring the saints instead of spirits. So the night before is All Hallows' Eve, which eventually shortened to Halloween, because technically November 1st is like the harvest day, or like the new season, and so Hallows' Eve is the day before, the 31st. So as European immigrants came to America, these traditions blended with local customs and evolved. By the 19th century, Halloween had become a community celebration, like it is today, filled with costumes, parties, games, and later trick-or-treating. So from sacred bonfires and ghostly offerings to candy and costumes, Halloween is a modern mix of ancient superstition, religious adaptation, and pop culture. So it's kind of interesting, how it's morphed. It's been really fun researching this one. I have a turnip around here somewhere. I know I was talking about it, but back in the Celts, because pumpkins originated in America. They did not have them in Ireland. They didn't have them in Europe. So there was no carving of pumpkins until the world came to the Americas, and Halloween or All Hallows Eve came to the Americas. So they would carve potatoes and they would carve turnips. I have a carved turnip around here somewhere.
They never even got to have a pumpkin spice latte.
Oh, that's
They were
For
too busy
shame.
having the Guinness.
I
the
know,
potato
right?
liquors, the vodka.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, potato vodka. When I first moved here, I got some and tried it. Yeah, no, not good.
Wait, what's the difference? Wait, what is vodka made out of if not potatoes?
It might be made out of potatoes, but the
I
one
think
I got was bad. It was
Yeah.
really, really bad.
Oh, what did it taste like? Did it taste like rubbing alcohol? Like, I don't know
Pretty
what rubbing
much.
alcohol
It
tastes
was
like, but
bad. It was really
like
bad.
fire.
I got but I did have, I think, up in Tetonia or something like that, they have a tasting room. There's a local, they do a honeysuckle vodka and things like that. And it was, yeah, we had to walk back to our hotel room. We had fun.
Yes.
That was
10
fun.
out
I
of
think it was
10.
Tetonia or Driggs, maybe Driggs.
Yeah, I think it's in Driggs.
Driggs, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I have a ton of fun facts, and then I
Okay,
have
cool.
some stuff about like traditions internationally around the world that have to do with
Nice.
Halloween. So we're just gonna keep going. This is all great. So we already talked about the first thing on my list was the turnip jack-o'-lantern. So I was excited about that one. I got a pack of 3 turnips. I should have carved 3 pumpkin turnips. But and also I never eat turnips. I bought them specifically to carve them. The kids will have to do the other 2.
They are actually good to eat, just so you know.
They are. And I there was it came in a bag, and it had like ideas and a QR code, so you could scan it and get recipes.
Mm-hmm.
Roasting, you can throw them on the grill.
They're
I
good.
don't know. Sounds
They're
like
yummy.
might be pretty bomb. So we're gonna carve them, but we're also gonna eat them. We don't believe in waste.
There you go. Okay.
Moving on. Okay, so trick-or-treating started as what was called souling. So people went door to door offering prayers for food. So essentially they would offer prayers for the family or the departed, and they would get food in exchange. So that's kind of the origin of trick-or-treating specifically. Which, can you imagine, because it's become a consumer holiday, like I kind of mentioned before. Can you imagine your child going up to some random stranger's door and being like, I'll pray over your deceased grandmother, but I also will need some bread. So it's kind of interesting how that's evolved. But honestly, I prefer the Kit Kats.
But you have to remember that was the time
Yeah.
when there were no grocery stores or restaurants or anything like that. And the people had to know how to preserve their food, whether it was drying meat or saving the vegetables and fruits. Because if you run out of food, you might run out of life before spring came, because that was another reason they called it the time of death or the time of darkness, was
Yeah.
that's when the crops go to sleep. That's when, you stayed closer to home. And if you wanted to live till spring, you needed to know how to take care of food, bake bread, have it, the
Yeah.
grain not go bad. So it was kind of the feeding of the dead. I mean, you had to be wise in order to survive the cold and the dark.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, totally. I love that parallel, the feeding of the dead. Like, if you're not fed, you don't provide your body with sustenance, you do die, you do pass on. Yeah, that is very, very interesting. And I do like that. I like that a lot. But like also in that time, like everything was trade. You trade
Bartering.
whatever services, whatever services you had or whatever goods you had were for trade. And like I love that. I love that even today, I would love to do that more. I think that would be super, super awesome. Like farmers markets. I love farmers markets. But
well, the whole trend of farm to table is coming back, which is huge. And I hope that more and more communities do that. We have a question that came in. Have any of you ladies encountered a fairy in person? People see them even in the USA. Yes. Yes. And we have photographs of them as well. So it's pretty interesting. And I know, Celeste, you probably have had some. Have you seen them?
I have not seen in person a fairy. I have seen pictures. You had pictures. I have two other friends who they're unbelievable. And I've been trying to find them to share. And of course I can't. It's craziness. But I have encountered them in a few of like the Pocatello paranormal things that we've done. The one that was up kind of Buckskin area where they had cut down a bunch of their trees and all of a sudden the dog was being locked out or on the roof or I don't know, crazy things. And so I have seen behaviors, and the legends are, how would you describe it? Our legends are kind of a little more fanciful than reality. They're not the cutesy little, they're mischievous like Tinkerbell. They're not the cutesy, fun, sprinkling glitter, sunshine, and giggles. They are very serious and are great protectors of the land. And you take away their trees, you take away anything that they consider sacred to themselves, they'll do all kinds of nasty, naughty things. I'm pretty sure that's probably part of who maybe gave a couple scratches to our Philip that was on that property, where they were like, what? And it's like, when did you cut down all these trees? And they're like, in the last few weeks. And when did this activity start?
In the last few weeks.
And it's like there's lots of things you can do to try to appease them, planting new things, new bushes, new trees, flowers, putting little trinkets out in the trees like little shiny bells or mirrors, wind chimes. They love wind chimes. But I haven't literally seen with my eye.
I've seen things like, I would call them elementals. They were glowing little lights that have moved. And it's not, we don't have lightning bugs here where we are.
Right.
Through like, especially where I lived at the guard station down there, just
Cherry Springs has had, didn't we get pictures from a couple
picture of a guy? Yep.
Yeah.
But
that
I
was
can't share the photos online. I don't have permission from my friend who sent me the photos that are the most spectacular photos I've ever seen. long before AI. I think she shared them with me 20 years ago ish, maybe more. I don't have permission because they do show family members, so I cannot share those. Maybe I'll at some point blur out everybody. I'm not artistic that way with photographs, so I'd have to figure out how to do it so you can see them. Being pixie led dangerous pixies and holy spirits. I'm not quite sure the question there. But yeah. Anyway, McKenna, why don't we keep going with our discussion on Halloween?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. So this is my list of fun facts. So this one says that black cats weren't always spooky. So in ancient Egypt, they were symbols of good luck. But for some reason, like I'm not sure exactly the specific origin of why a black cat crossing you is bad luck. So if you guys know, but like also like in every sort of contemporary like portrayal of them, like it's sort of like I think of what's the one with like the three Sanderson sisters? Hocus Pocus.
Hocus
Okay.
Pocus.
Like Hocus Pocus, which I love that movie.
Yeah.
Tangent aside, black cat, you know, is like
Right.
Banks, whatever the Banks kid is, and
Zachary
like-
or Thackeray was like a
Thackeray.
TH.
Zachary Banks.
yeah,
Thackeray
Thackeray Banks. Yeah, I mean he was turned
Banks.
into a black cat, which is like
Yeah.
his bad luck, but I've never.
Would you like to hear? I did a big speech festival on superstitions, and usually a superstition is rooted in a reality. And the theory that I had come across that I thought, well, that makes a lot of sense. If you run across a black cat in the dark, are you going to see it or are you going to trip over it? And so a black cat crossing your path was hazardous. So that was one theory of where the bad luck of having a black cat cross your path came from. And the other one was the belief that witches had familiars. And most of the familiars were believed to be black cats. So if a black cat crossed your path, that meant something sinister or evil potentially was crossing your path. So those were two of the kind of theories. Of course, with any superstition, it's hard to know for sure where it came from, but the whole tripping over a black cat made complete sense to me because that would be me. I'd be falling on my head, breaking my
Trip
ankle.
over my black dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's kind of
I
like
mean,
that correlation,
see it.
you know?
Yeah.
Like if you trip over a black cat in the dark, or like a few people are doing it and they make that connection.
And it's bad luck.
And then also, well, I mean, you think of like the Salem witch trials, like there was that negative connotation. And so it could be, that's a possibility on why it could be associated with bad luck.
Mhm.
Totally makes sense.
Also, during the medieval era, especially, just before the Black Plague, cats were considered filthy animals. And so therefore there was a big campaign to destroy a bunch of cats, which, the rat population came on strong. Thus the Black Plague came in. And then they realized they needed to import cats to kill them off. So that it was a common thing that cats were filthy, disgusting things for a very long time. But then you also have back to the fairies, we have the cat Sith. So that is a fairy cat, which resembles a very large black cat, usually with a white dot on its chest. That if you see that in the forest, you're like, oh, cute kitty, kitty. And then you will follow it into the forest, into the fairy realm and disappear. So there's a lot that's associated with them, but they're good luck.
That's interesting.
I
The
love my
connection.
cats. Yeah.
Cats are wonderful. They are so sweet. But it's interesting. So the connections that we've made. So we're talking about black cats. We've been, of course, we always talk about something paranormal, conspiracy theory, but that connotation between the black cats and the fairies, which this user had brought up. Also, user, we did do an episode on Bell Witch Cave way back when we did our Appalachian series this past spring. So totally check that out. We kind of talk about that and the history with that. but it's interesting, kind of like how we make these connections. And like that's something that we had talked about. So there's possibly a reason that user H is here
I think
and
she
being a
goes
part of
by
our live.
Apple tart. Apple tart.
Apple
Yeah.
tart. Okay.
Yeah. So
I mean,
yeah, it is, huh?
yeah, it is kind of interesting. But no, aside from that, we have oh, hi. Many more facts. So does anyone here like candy corn?
I do. I'm the odd man out. Or do you
No,
guys?
I don't mind it. I don't go, oh my gosh, I can't wait till I get it. But if it's there,
It tastes so
I
good
don't
to
think
me.
it's yucky. It's kind of caramely tasting to me.
But isn't that like when witches pick off the warts? It's candy corn.
Only when it's on their feet. No.
Yeah, when it's on their feet. Yeah. I love candy corn.
I cannot stand candy corn.
Oh my gosh.
My mother was obsessed with it. She ate the candy corns and the candy corn pumpkins, and I'm with Max.
I love them. I can't wait.
Also, the witch warts. I'm gonna start calling them witch warts from now on.
They are. I have a great comic. It was a meme that somebody posted eons ago, beginning Facebook, and it shows this witch, and she's like got one foot in hot water, and the other one she's picking off the warts on her feet, and says where candy corn comes from. I love it. It's so good.
Accurate. It's
I
accurate.
love that stuff. But I like black licorice too. Not very many people like that. So
All right.
My mother loved black licorice.
oh, God,
I have to
love
be in the right mood. But then once I learned that like sassafras tea has that same kind of licorice and stuff, when you can or go, oh, okay, because the licorice is just really, really strong. Lots of flavor.
I love it. But did you know that you can die from eating too much black licorice?
I know that when you work with herbs, you have to limit how much licorice root you put into anything, or do it where you use it for 4 weeks and then you don't use it for 4 to 8 weeks, because it will like poison your system if there's too much built up.
Yeah. So where I grew up, anise, licorice, black licorice, like anise, grew wild all through the forest and would smell like black licorice. Oh God, it smells so good to me. And so we would pick it and just chew on it, the stalks. It was so good. Yeah. Anyway, me and candy corn and licorice. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So one more tangent before we get to our candy corn fact. Do you remember the circus peanuts?
Yeah.
Okay, so I used to like have this love-hate relationship with them because that was another one my mother loved. Circus peanuts, candy corn, and peanut M&Ms.
Peanut M&Ms.
But it was like sometimes I would like eat one circus peanut. She would offer me one and I would eat it, but like I didn't like love it. So I don't know. Are they good?
What was it? Is it a cookie? What is it?
It's like a marshmallow. It's like meat, but tougher. Is it when you say that it's not gushy like a Peeps marshmallow with all the sugar on it? It doesn't have.
My goats like marshmallows, so bring all your marshmallows you don't want and your Peeps you don't want, and they'll eat them.
I'll take the Peeps. Like I'll take the Peeps. I love Peeps, but like
I
you
would
always
eat
see
the Peep.
you always see the peanuts at like IFA, Cal Ranch, Tractor Supply, in like the old timey bags.
Max, more for me.
But I've heard Rice Krispie treats made with Peeps is really good, and you can make it like rainbows and.
Dude, we got to do that this Easter.
Yeah,
that's happening.
Yeah.
What were those chewy peanut, like little nougat things? They had chunks of peanut in them. They come in the orange and black wrappers. Those always made me gag.
Was it kind of like a toffee thing?
Yeah, but it
had chunks in it.
Yeah, with
I didn't ever. It came like saltwater taffy wrapped up in the paper.
Oh, I love those. I love those.
Ew, that stuff you scrape in the bottom of the garbage can. I love it.
That was so good.
Those are the ones that you gave to your little siblings.
They were like, oh God, I love those things. That's what I would spend my allowance money on when I was a kid. I'd go buy them things because you were like daggone. So you got all this candy.
Okay, so like I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. Like, but it made me think of Bo because like for the first time ever he went and bought a Mars bar because they have them in East and he's in Connecticut. And like he said it was like peanuts and caramel, but it like also had like the soft stuff that's like in a Milky Way. So is that like similar?
It's
Abba-Zaba.
thicker.
Oh, Abba-Zaba. I've had one of those.
Bar. It's the white taffy with the peanuts in it and all that. Oh yeah.
Okay.
You still make them. You can still get them.
They're good. Actually, I have tried those. I tried those because of that Dave Chappelle movie, Half Baked, and he goes Abba-Zaba. Totally random.
Nice.
Those are the ones.
I like those too.
Yeah, those are gross.
I like those too. I'm weird. I'm sorry.
Well, okay, so we all grew up trick-or-treating. We all grew up trick-or-treating in like different eras of time. Yes. Like I think the big thing when I was just experienced, just like wise, experienced, educated. But like I feel like the candy to get when I was trick-or-treating was like Reese's Cups. Like that was
man, if you had Reese's Cups, if somebody gave you Reese's Cups, they were the bomb.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
That's why I don't buy that kind of stuff. I don't because I will just I have no off button with that stuff.
I bought like 3 Kit Kat bars today, like the little ones.
When I was down at your house for Phenomicon, girls, this girl, McKenna, is so itty bitty tiny. Okay, I'm just saying. She's so itty bitty tiny. I watched this girl power down like 8 Kit Kat bars, like the packages. Just I'm like, holy shit! I've never seen anybody do it without like Ralphing. This girl's just.
You know what's weird? It's
and
like
I'm looking at her. She goes, "You want one?" That's awful.
Yeah, I am willing to share. It'll make me sad a little bit, but I know that's totally happy to share.
That's okay. I don't want to get between you and your chocolate.
Might get bit a little bit. Oh my gosh!
So impressed.
I have a friend. Have any of you ever been to an event like wedding or something, and they have the candy bar, and they have all the fancy glass containers and M&Ms and licorice and Snickers bars and the little Starbursts and all. I have a friend that has that at her house. She literally has it right her back wall, like the splash thing. She's like a beautiful. I always joke that they're kind of Amazon because they're like 6 foot tall. My friend, and then she has 4 daughters, and they're just these tall, leggy, dark-haired, gorgeous people. And she literally has like 14 glass containers filled with candy. And she just, and I'm like getting cavities and a stomach ache, feeling my blood sugar rising, watching her.
Okay, well, so they have like the candy things, but like, is it like a display or do they actually eat it?
No, she eats it.
God, see?
But she loved how it looked at a wedding. So she went out and bought all the candy jars and vases and, you know, like the ones that kind of almost. Pasta. Yeah,
Ooh,
like those ones that were canister looking ones. She put cookies or something bigger into those. And I'm like, I would be dead. They would be coming over. My blood would be sugar. It would be honey. Right. I just, I don't know. But you're very lucky and blessed, I guess. And I'm jealous. So that's, that's that.
Okay.
Well, okay. So Kit Kats are like what it is right now. But like, it's so weird. Like, okay, so this is a whole totally different thing. But like, your gut flora and all that is like a contributor to like your health and your metabolism and all that. Another tangent. Sorry, everybody. But serotonin is produced in your gut. So when I got on my anti-anxiety, antidepressant meds as an adult, it regulated itself. And so like I dropped like 20 pounds and started craving sugar weirdly. So
normally those kind of meds actually make you gain weight.
Right.
So you're unusual in that. Yeah.
Right. And I mean, I don't understand like why. I think, well,
Yeah.
the theory is my brain was consuming the serotonin and the dopamine faster than my gut
Oh.
could produce it. And so now that it's like floating around in there a little longer, like stuff's regular. But when I first started, like I had like an insane craving for like chocolate ice cream bars, like the fudge bars. And I ate those for months. And then after that, it was white cake with white frosting. And now it's Kit Kat bars. So I don't know why. It's so bizarre, but.
Was that a bat that just went across your screen, Celeste? What the hell
I
was
don't
that?
know. I was going, I have no idea. Ghost. I don't know. It was
That was
weird.
wild.
That
I
was
saw your
weird.
face,
It
so it
didn't
wasn't something
really
alive that you saw.
solid, did it?
Yeah. It wasn't your
No.
cat?
I was watching me in my little
Yeah, your camera
online picture,
backstage.
and I'm like, what in the world is that?
That
I don't know.
was wild. Did you guys see that in the
Yes.
audience? Something definitely went right across our camera. Duh. Love it. I love it.
Yeah, and it wasn't my hair because it is not dark. No, it's very not
Yeah,
dark.
that was. So when I
Yeah,
used to
'cause
have
it was
my office downstairs, and I have to get some more Wi-Fi extenders, some better ones, so that I can go back downstairs, people would see shadows all the time in the hallway behind me. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think anything happens up here, but downstairs definitely. My dad used to hang out down there. Okay, so Halloween, it looked like a spider. is what's-
Ew, don't say that.
Gina's going, oh no.
I'm like, there's no spider. They would be on me, biting me. That's what
Yeah.
spiders.
Oh God, yeah. No, wasn't that a wasp?
So, I don't think so. I don't know.
The summer when you got bit on the.
Oh, I don't know if it was a spider or a wasp. We're leaning
Oh.
toward it was a spider because I had
Oh.
such a bad reaction like the other
Yeah.
ones.
Have
I
you
did
been-
not
yes,
get
I
magical
have been in the
superpower.
Winchester Mansion house a few times. Yes. Definitely.
Yes.
Who sent us this on the group chat? I don't know this number, but someone sent us the best meme ever.
On our group chat?
Yeah, it says how to eat candy corn, and then it's got the 3 different colors. One is open
I'm
bag.
not seeing it.
It's not
See-
our 3, it's the whole one from everyone on the channel. It says one
I
open bag.
think sometimes when we do those chats or somebody sends my phone, for whatever reason, iPhone will block it if it's not sent as a there's a
I don't
certain
remember
way.
seeing it either. So,
Mm-mm.
so
Oh,
share
no.
with us what the
Well,
Well,
candy corn
Samsung
was.
is the best. Okay, anyways. Sorry. I don't have all the numbers saved of everyone in our chat, so I'll need that at some point.
That probably
But-
is from Max. 'Cause
Okay.
apparently he doesn't like candy corn. I have a
Yes.
weakness though for Heath bars. Those are probably my favorites. Toffee, anything toffee.
Mhm.
You and Bo are like very
Oh,
similar taste
and
wise.
almond roca. But
Yeah, he loves
That's
those.
because it's kind of the toffee stuff.
oh,
Yeah,
it's
Mud
the top-
Lover.
No, I
Samsung's
can't.
way better.
I cannot. Christmas time is the only time I really allow myself to eat some of that. Yeah, but anyway, so the whole thing with Halloween, right?
Yeah.
And it's the celebration of harvest and
Yes.
the end of harvest. And I try to remind myself every year because where we live, our winters are so dark and so long here. And I'm full of dread from like September on because I know it's coming. And I have to remind myself that it's the time to rest because I'm so bloody busy all the rest of the seasons with work outside, with the farm, with this, with that, just go, that it's okay to take that downtime and maybe just watch movies at night because it's so dark and and it's so cold. But man, I tell you, it's hard for me. I'm actually thinking about buying one of those
Lights.
yes, because I'm either at my desk at work or at night. I mean, when it's dark like it is now, I'm not in the barn that much because it's cold and dark. And I think good night, home to Toronto. Oh, I would love to go to Toronto. Thank you for stopping in. I was thinking about getting one of those lights so that to get, what do they call it? Seasonal depressive disorder, SAD?
Yeah.
Seasonal.
Yep.
Is
Yeah.
it, I think it's vitamin A and D we start to get deficient in.
And we're very deficient in vitamin D. So if y'all are in the northern states like we are, make sure you're really ramping up on your vitamin D. So I'm deficient apparently all the time, even though I'm out in the sunlight all summer. I guess the winter takes it away. Anyway, I digressed. Rabbit trail, Halloween, fall, harvest. We're celebrating harvest. We're celebrating the they used to get together. They'd have the big bonfires. They would have and they would swap. So if somebody grew this crop and somebody grew that crop, they would swap, right? So that they'd share their harvests with each other. And we're going through a really rough time in the country with this whole shutdown, and people are I know I've missed 2 paychecks now. I've seen people online, they're getting really worried because this could stretch for, they're saying weeks, if not months.
Yeah.
So food banks now are going to be they're going to be necessary for a lot of people. And I hope that, I know everybody's struggling, but I hope that they're giving what they can to their local food banks, or sharing with your friends who may be going through hard times. Doesn't have to be somebody furloughed, or it can just be somebody going through a hard time, because I'm telling you, it comes back to you. It does come back to you when you share. And Audrey said, I ate 3 cheese biscuits for dinner and may have another if I don't explode. I have no idea. Is that like a lobster biscuit? Those cheese biscuits I used to see?
Ooh. Yeah.
Wait,
The kind of.
Yeah,
that's
what's the
like Red
restaurant?
Lobster.
Red
It was like the
Lobster.
Yeah,
only thing
Red
I could
Lobster.
safely eat there.
I love
Um,
those.
But that's the whole premise behind the harvest, was to share and to get together and
Mhm.
celebrate like the bounty of all of the growing. You slaughtered the sheep, you did whatever it was, and then you shared that meat, and then you shared the wheat and the grains and the pumpkins and the this and the that and the corn, and we need to get back to that. We really do. Yeah.
There's a couple of I don't remember what they call them, but the people that set up the little booth, like in their front yard, and they'll do eggs or they'll do produce or
Mhm.
whatever in it. There's one on New Day, and I think they're saying or whatever is take what you need, leave what you can.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of I really need some produce, so I'm going to go get some produce, and I'm going to leave you some cans of, chili
Right.
or boxes of
Right.
cereal or something. And there's really been a lot of people that are starting to be aware and contributing and stuff. And I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, it might resolve some of that. I'm not sure, Audrey, to your point. I'm not sure, but it's funny. So I have this garden, and I was inviting the community this summer to come in and harvest what they needed, because there was so much food here. And not too many people would do it. Like, they wanted me to harvest it all and bring it into them. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you got to help yourself a little bit. You got to help yourself.
I know.
A little bit here.
It's like the little red hen. Who would like some homemade bread? Ooh, I do. Who will help me grow the grain? Oh, I'm busy. Who will help me harvest the grain? Oh, I can't do that. Who will help me grind it? Oh, well, it's all ready now. Who wants? Oh, I will. Nope. Sorry. It's like you don't just get to have everything for free without effort or contribution of some sort. And the crazy thing is if we all just contribute a little bit, then it makes the work so much easier for everyone, and it makes the harvest even bigger. I don't know. I don't understand people that not only want a handout, but they want to do nothing. And I mean, no, you don't need to come and clean my house from top to bottom to get a bag of, children's clothing, but
Well, I was just asking, just come on out and pick what you need.
Yeah.
And a lot of people wouldn't, that's just the way people are. But Hey, you guys, don't wait to ask questions. If you want a reading, go ahead and put a reading in. We've just been chit-chatting the whole hour, so go ahead and put your reading in, a question. There were a lot of festivals for Halloween, and weren't most of them by bonfire, like they were bonfire festivals?
A
Yes.
lot of festivals are fire.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
Well, that originated like with the Celts, and they still do that like today in Ireland. So, like in Ireland, they pretty much are fairly traditional as far as celebrating Halloween or Samhain. So it says here it's Ireland and Scotland. They
Scotland
practice-
in Edinburgh has the Burning Man. It's one of the great big fire festivals of the fall.
That
Wait, they
whole
have-
story freaks me out, man.
So they do Burning Man there, or they do
Isn't that the Wicker Man?
It's
Wicker Man.
similar and different. Because you've got Germanic people and you got the Norse people and you got the Celtic people, but it's fire ceremonies. And like at the one that goes with May Day, my brain is gone. It's like the 5th of May or the 1st of May or
They had a
Beltane.
movie.
Beltane.
Beltane. And that one is more the Wicker Man. And it's like sometimes they would light this big wheel thing on fire and roll it down the mountain and people would run in front of it. It's like, mole. Let's cut that extremeness back just a little.
They do
Just
that
a hair
too.
Let's keep it fun, right?
They do that with hair?
Cheese.
Oh,
Cheese wheels.
I thought you were like lighting hair on fire. I'm like, what? Okay,
Ooh.
cheese. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
they
the
do.
cheese, the
cheese
pasta.
roll thing.
The cheese wheels that they roll
cheese
down the
wheel
hill.
that they roll down the hill and
Oh,
sometimes
I was
it rolls
thinking-
over people and it's
Yeah.
it's like
I was
It's better
thinking of
than
that.
the running of the bulls in Spain. I don't know. That
There's
just
something
that is
about
crazy. to
having
me.
things that could potentially kill you seems so much
Mhm.
fun. Not. No.
I mean, it depends.
Yeah. Well.
I'll
Anyways.
video for you. You go ahead and run, and I'll
Sounds
be like,
good,
hey, wave.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, for real. Video record it and then post it on the channel.
Yeah.
For content.
I'm gonna see this.
Post
There
it for
you go.
views. Get some views, at least if I die. But essentially, okay, so we're kind of talking about like original Scots-Irish Halloween. So they very much believe in the bonfires. They do the bonfires. They do essentially the Burning Man sort of thing, which, I mean, the only thing I can associate it with is like hippies and that one movie where that guy got burned alive. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. If you know what I'm talking about, totally comment. But they also would like predict the future, or they like did the bobbing for apples, and they use that as like a way to predict like who you would marry or like when you would marry in the future.
Hey, Susie or
Yeah.
Celeste, do you want to take maybe Audrey's question? Was that energy? Was that something shifting around her? Oh, you know what? Streamlabs, I can't make this thing go away. Put user in timeout. There you go, Streamlabs. Hi, VA.
What do
Yes.
you feel, Celeste?
My feeling is this is one of those two-sided coins, and my original gut feeling is grateful. You could have had your entire window smashed out. You could have like had your vision impaired, but you've had these like close, potentially catastrophic kinds of things happen, and you are okay. I'm assuming you're okay. I know you said it hit by one eye and the other, but you didn't say I had to go to the emergency room or I've lost my sight or anything like that. And so I would say it's telling you to be mindful and pay attention because I don't know if maybe your mind is not completely on the task it should be, whether you have a lot on your mind or a lot of stress in your life, but being grateful that somebody's looking out for you, because grease to the eyeball is not a good thing. And a rock chip, like if a rock hits your window, most of the time it's a small piece of gravel. But I had a friend who was driving between here and somewhere down by Salt Lake, and some children thought it would be funny to throw rocks at the windshields of cars. And one of them went through the windshield and almost killed her husband. And so, there's so many things could always be worse. So I would almost say that would be a warning of some sort, to be more focused on the moment. I know I've driven, and like 10 minutes later, I'm like, holy crap, I'm already here. I don't even remember driving, because we get so used to thinking and dealing with 10 things at the same time. I don't know. Did you get something with your card, Susie?
Yeah, the overall message was a reminder to be grateful for the very small things. I've got a lot of yellow here, and I'm just feeling kind of looking out into the distance and just thinking about every little thing in your life that is that impacts you, big or small. Just be grateful for all of it. It's just a reminder.
Yeah. Could have been so much worse. Could have been so much worse. So
somebody's watching out for you. The veil is thin, and friends and family, loved ones, ancestors are closer to us than we often notice.
Yes. Question: has anyone ever had a death experience? What are dead people really doing? Do they have bodies? Do they speak? Do they make new friends? Do they watch us like on a screen?
My experience is no body. If
Right.
they reincarnate, they'll have a body. The ones that appear to me usually that look like they have a body rather than just the light energy are ghosts. And I differentiate a spirit and a ghost, as a ghost has never crossed over. They've passed away and they're either stuck or they choose to stay. Whereas grandma or our best friend, they cross and they come to visit. And sometimes you see them as you remembered them. But I think that they have, I don't know. I think that it's not just sit around and I don't know, what do you want to do? I don't know, what do you want to do, kind of a thing. I think that they have some interactions. I think like the guardian angel kinds of thing, the watching out for people with the grease splattering. I have seen visually full bodies, and I'm sure I probably have seen more than I realized were not living people. But I don't think they just sit around and watch us on a screen. The biggest difference I can tell you between us, our realm, and the other side is time. They don't have time. They don't have the gravity or the limitations like we have. They don't have illness or not so much negative energy, but they have a similar existence. But they can be, like, for example, my mom could be with me and with my brother and with my granddaughter simultaneously, because they're not limited by gravity, the body, time, things like that. Your thoughts, Susie, or experiences?
Yeah, just to add on to everything that you said, because I completely agree with you. I have died several times and kicked out because they're like, yeah, don't want you here. They are very busy, and of course they are people just like us. They have things to do. They have learning to do, growing to do. They interact with us. Heaven isn't somewhere far away, distant. It's right here, literally. It's just, the veil is very thin, especially right now. But It's just on a different plane than us. And I've seen full bodies straight on. They watch us. It's not like a screen or anything like that. And yes, they can be in two places more than once. So yeah, that's just to add on that it is all very, very real.
Thank you, Susie. Celeste, we do have a Pauline would like to get a reading. I don't know which one of you ladies wants to take that. And then after that, to Lauderdale would like a reading. Who would like whom?
It's a way better place than here.
What,
At least that's what I'm telling myself. The other side.
what are we
is better.
talking about?
I like here.
I can't
Pauline
remember,
wanted a
but somebody
reading.
said sounds like they're having a blast over there.
Okay.
So
It's very
you
different.
want to take
It is.
Pauline and
You're
and
gonna-
I'll take to Lauderdale.
Okay, so
Okay.
is this Pauline's reading that you're working on, Susie?
No, I'll take to
No,
Lauderdale.
she was going to have me do
Okay,
that one.
Celeste.
The first thing that I'm getting with Pauline is it's not a word of warning or a word of caution, but a word of being aware. I feel that, oh, very cool. So you probably already know this and are a lot like your friend Celeste. We are human beings and we have limitations. And I don't mean that in our gifts. I mean in the amount of energy we can expend. And so I don't know if you've got a lot going on in your life right now, but I'm being advised to share with you to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. And by taking care of yourself, I mean doing the fun things that you enjoy, as far as to build onto your gifts, working on meditation, which is very helpful in so many ways. When we can quiet our mind down to actually meditate, it helps to strengthen our gifts, to hear or see or feel things, but it also helps our body. When we can let it relax, we can lower blood pressure. We can learn to sleep better. We can learn to focus easier. We can learn to not get as overwhelmed. One of the things that I feel that you might be experiencing, and I'm not exactly sure that this is completely accurate, but I feel like it's the chasing the butterfly, to where you might find yourself feeling frustrated that things aren't becoming stronger, easier to tap into than what you had hoped. And so you're pushing and trying to get there quicker, better. That often gives us the chasing the butterfly effect, which means when we want that beautiful butterfly and we run after it, it flies away faster. Where if we stop and we're still and we're in that moment, the butterfly might actually come to us. I don't know if I don't know if that's something that you notice about yourself, but it is very true. One of the other things is making sure to share gratitude when you can, when you get confirmation of something, when you get an indication of something, because the more grateful we are for it, the more that we acknowledge, I heard that, I saw that, I'm going to apply that. Then they get excited and they give us more of it.
Okay.
So it's definitely a give or take. Just be really careful, because getting upset or burning that candle at both ends or trying to chase things have the opposite effect.
Thank you, Celeste. We'll move on to Lauderdale because we're kind of running out of time.
Okay. Just real quick to Lauderdale, your message from the universe right now is you're being watched from the other side, your family, those people that you really love and care about. Right now, there's a lot of chaos around you, and you're having some minor conflicts with them. They're encouraging you, your family on the other side, to let those petty and minor things go. I've got the Queen of Pentacles, and she's really kind of sitting on her throne, and I'm almost feeling a little bit high horsey. So, yeah, they're really encouraging you to be very mindful of what you say and your actions, and do it with intentionality, and also to spend some time alone and meditate and refocus your intentions. Like, make sure you're doing everything from the point of love. Your actions, the things that you do, the words that you say, make sure that they have love behind that. I hope that resonates for you. It's just, there was a lot, and I'm trying to be quick here. So thank you.
Make sure you guys, and I forgot to put it up here tonight, but make sure you jot down both Celeste and Susie's phone numbers. You can contact them for a private reading. And so they're available. You don't have to be in the same room, just like they weren't in the same room tonight to do a short mini reading for you. So please write down their phone numbers. I'll leave it up here on the screen for a minute, and contact them for a reading. And also, let's see, a few things. Tomorrow night, we have a special guest on our live show, someone who is worked at a very, very haunted location, and she's going to come on and share a lot of the experiences. Also, we'll be in costume, but they'll be off the hook, and you'll see some different costumes tomorrow. It'll be fun. And let's see what else. Tomorrow, watch the local News 8 in the morning. Pocatello Paranormal is on the news with Jeff Roper tomorrow. So you'll be able to see that. And if you miss it, we'll hopefully, I think they're going to send us the video clip, and we'll post it on our YouTube page. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. And McKenna, as always, for doing so much research. Ladies, you guys brought it tonight. And Susie, you're not recognizable at all. It's just wild. It's wild. I know. I love it. It's so crazy. And we are, let's see, Pac-Man, where are you going to trick or treat? We're going to have fun. We're going to a private bash. So we're going to have some fun. Our team is going to be together, most of us anyway, and we're going to have some fun. And then one of my favoriteest people in the whole world, if she's watching, she's getting married on Saturday. So I'm going to that wedding. So it's just going to be, it's going to be a fun weekend. I can't wait. Anyway, thank you guys. See you tomorrow at 7 live right here. Same bat channel, same bat time. Okay, bye.